Hey guys, what's going on? It's Salvage here, and today we're going to be talking about Marvel Spider-Man 2 and the features that we need to see in this game. Honestly, I believe that these features would improve the game to a certain extent, and this isn't honestly my only opinion. This comes from everybody on Twitter, everybody on YouTube, and just a combination of things I've seen over the last few months. So let's just get into the list. The first one is Miles' stealth. If we ever play as Miles, I believe that we need to see the stealth mechanic in the last game revamped and redone with him. And not only would it actually work tremendously with Miles, I think that, you know, the cloaking ability that he's going to have, which, I mean, let's be honest, he's going to have it. That was kind of already confirmed when we heard what the Spider had and his powers, and when Mary Jane saw him in the lab. So we know that Miles is going to have invisibility, so that can play a factor into the stealth as well, which would be very nice. And this time, instead of, you know, maybe we can actually be rewarded with clearing an entire room, because from what I remember, all of the bases, once you like get to a certain number of like 2 or 3 guys left, everybody comes out, and it's like the most frustrating thing. So maybe we can actually have the rewarding stealth that, you know, would be nice to have if we could clear out an entire room without being spotted. Up next is 3 different types, and yes, 3 different types of web swinging. I want to see the regular web swinging that we saw, of course, from the first game, a little bit changed, of course, different animations, different tricks and stuff like that. And then I want to see the symbiote web swinging, which would be much faster, of course, with Peter. And then we'll see Miles web swinging, which would be a little bit more amateur. And honestly, if they wanted to, they could honestly just have him have fall damage as well, because from what I remember, the reason why Spider-Man doesn't have fall damage in the first game is because he's experienced. He's 8 years into this, but you know, Miles is literally just starting, so maybe if he does fall from a certain distance, he could hurt himself, which could be something that could be different. And of course, the way he swings around and the animations would be also different, so that'd be nice to see, just 3 different types of web swingings for 2 different characters. The next one is something that I know everybody wants, and it's skin customizations. I can't believe they don't have this. And the way to do it, really, the way to do skin customizations is literally just the Injustice 2 gear system. Nobody's going to be mad if you copied that. Not to a T, of course, but have something like that. Have some sort of system like that where you can customize Spider-Man from head to toe and have us actually feel like Peter Parker, because the main thing that Peter does is create suits, right? He created the anti-ox suit, he created the electrically insulated suit, he created all of these suits. So basically what I'm trying to get at here is, if you want to have us be more immersed and feel like Spider-Man, and you guys want us to be like Spider-Man, the way to do it is to let us create our own Spider-Man suits to swing around New York in. That would be just fucking awesome. That would be honestly pretty amazing. And maybe we could share suits. I don't know, maybe that's going a little bit too far. But overall, I think that would be a really cool idea to customize and have, maybe, since you have 2 characters now, 2 Spider-Man, you can have 2 different types of customizations and options for those 2. So, of course, Miles has his own gear for the chest and the logo. He has different logos for himself, while Spider-Man Peter Parker has his logos that are completely different from Miles, and different chest pieces and different colors and stuff like that. That would be very interesting, and I think that would be an instant hit, because a lot of people have said this. It would literally make this game stand out from all the other Spider-Man games. All the other Spider-Man games, even the Arkham games, even this superhero games, all in general, besides like Injustice. That's completely different though. That's like a fighting game. But like all the open world games that, you know, allow you to play as these heroes don't let you customize any of the suits, which is kind of, you know, it kind of sucks. But for Spider-Man, it makes sense, because, you know, he kind of already does that for himself. And for the player to do it, it would make sense even more. I think it would be a great idea. If you haven't seen these pictures on Twitter from like this guy on Twitter, I don't know what his name is, but he makes these morph suits pictures, and it's really cool. They look awesome if you morph the skins, but like for this one, you would be able to actually choose different options for the head, for the body, for the arms, and stuff like that. Different webbing patterns, different logos. Like, there's so much options that you could do. I think that we need to open up New York a little bit more. Like Brooklyn, Queens, like those 2 should be something that kind of, you know, get introduced into this game. I think that would be a little bit better, especially Brooklyn, because, you know, Miles and stuff like that kind of comes from Brooklyn, and I don't know if he lives in Manhattan. I don't know if that's like, you know, specified, but, you know, if he is in Brooklyn, that would be kind of nice to have, and it would be a little bit change of a pace. Maybe you could fast travel from the bridge, or I don't know, or you could just swing. Either way, it would be really nice to just have new area to play in. And personally, I mean, it's just the smartest option out of all of them. I mean, what else are you gonna open besides I mean, you can't really open up New York, Manhattan a little bit more. You can change Manhattan, but like, that's only going to get you so far, making it snowy, changing the buildings. That's going to be awesome, yeah, but like I think a lot of people want to go to a different area in New York, which would be Manhattan and Brooklyn, which are just ideal options. A day-night cycle would be nice as well. I know that, you know, it might be a little bit difficult, and if they want to do the story thing, like, you know, like they did last time, where the story and the day-night cycle are intertwined, fine. I think that afterwards there should be like a day-night cycle where it actually shifts to day to night, which would be really nice, like afterwards, when the game and the story is complete, or when you're just going around the city and maybe it just shifts to day or night, you know, whatever. I don't know. Maybe they don't want to do that. But overall, I think that a day-night cycle, maybe afterwards, or if they just completely forget about that whole, you know, whatever, the weather in the day is connected to a story thing, maybe they forget that and it's actually a day-night cycle. That'd be cool as well. And the last one is dual play. I think dual play would be an incredible feature if they don't do co-op. If they decide to completely skip the co-op, which, I mean, it's possible that they do co-op. My idea about this would be like dual play would just be really nice to have, because, you know, you get to play as Miles and Peter. Maybe you get to alternate in between web swinging. Maybe you want to web swing as Miles and you get to alternate while you guys are web swinging down the street together. Or, you know, the combat's going to be like dual play as well, so you're going to have like dual combat takedowns, which would be really freaking awesome. Overall, I think that dual play would really be nice if they don't have co-op. But if they have co-op, that would be absolutely fantastic to have a friend to play with you and swinging around New York with you and Miles. That'd just be really cool. But if they're sticking with the single player route, which, I mean, they're probably going to, a dual play system would be really nice to see somewhere intertwined, besides just like having the DLC where, you know, Black Cat or Silver Sable are just controlled by AI, just running around, just throwing their arms. It would have been cool if they had like their own moveset, especially Black Cat. That would have been really cool to see if she had her own moveset. But like, you know, maybe the next game they'll introduce her again and they'll actually give her a moveset, and they'll have Miles and Peter actually have dual play, which would be just really awesome. So tell me in the comments below, what features do you think they should add in the next game? Honestly, I think that all of these features would be an awesome welcome, a very nice change that would keep it fresh, and personally I hope that we see some of these in the next one. So tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.